Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Tuesday, October 27, 2015, around 6:58 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. Going to be a great day, sunshine, and highs in the mid-50s. Starting off as a frosty morning, about 28 degrees right now in Billerica, Massachusetts. Cold. Sign for things to come. Some news to report. Torrey Hunter, outfielder, has announced he's retiring from Major League Baseball after 19 seasons. Torrey spent 12 out of his 19 seasons with the Minnesota Twins. He also played for the Angels and in the Tigers. He made several All-Star teams. 9-time Gold Glove winner. He had over 350 home runs. And he is going to be eligible for the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2021, but he will not make it. But I would not be surprised if the Minnesota Twins retire his number 48 sometime in the near future. The NBA season starts today, 2015-2016 season, the 70th NBA season. Action on TNT with a doubleheader before Inside the NBA on TNT with Ernie Johnson and Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley and Kenny the Jet Smith. Marv Albert's back again to call NBA games on TNT. Yes! Happy Navy Day in the United States of America. Don Mattingly interviewed for the Florida Marlins position for manager. And the World Series starts tonight on Fox Sports with Joe Buck and Hal Reynolds and Tom Fiducci doing the play-by-play in color, and Ken Rosenthal and Aaron Andrews as the sideline reporters. Kansas City Royals against the New York Mets, picking the Kansas City Royals in 7 games, and 11 years ago today, the curse was reversed. The Red Sox finally won a World Series after 86 long years, sweeping the Cardinals in 4 straight. They never trailed in that World Series. And that's about it on the news. My first video subject of the day is my review of WCW's Halloween Havoc 1997 that happened at Las Vegas's MGM Grand Arena. The main event was a steel cage match, was a non-title match for the non-title match. The WCW World title was not on the line. Rowdy Piper beat Hollywood Hulk Hogan in a steel cage. Plus, there was some other good matches on this card. The pay-per-view had no dark matches, so calling the action was Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, with Mike Tenay offering commentary for select matches. The first match was Yuji Nagari with Sonny Ono facing against the Ultimo Dragon. This was a decent match back and forth. Nagani won this match when he blocked a Dragon Sleeper and put the armbar on Ultimo Dragon. Ultimo Dragon did the tap out. The next match was Lionheart Chris Jericho facing off against Geno. Oh, this was an unadvertised match, and this was a decent match. Gano went for the missile dropkick to knock out Jericho, but he blocked it, and Jericho put the Lion Tamer, and he tapped out Chendo. The next match was for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. It was a mask versus title match. It was Rey Mysterio Jr., the challenger, facing off against the WCW Cruiserweight Champion, Eddie Guerrero. I lie! I cheat! I steal! This was like a very competitive match. Eddie and Ray have had so many classic matches when they were in WCW and eventually in the WWE. Ending of this match had Eddie try to go for his like finishing maneuver, but Rey Mysterio blocked him and put the Hurricane Rana, and Rey Mysterio pinned Eddie Guerrero for 1, 2, 3, keeping the mask, and getting the WCW Cruiserweight title, but afterwards Eddie attacked Ray and stuff. Eddie was like getting to be a major heel in WCW. The next match was Steve Mongo McMichaels against a mystery opponent by his soon-to-be ex-wife, Deborah McMichaels. Originally, it was going to be Steve Mongo McMichaels against Jeff Jarrett, like to end their feud, but Jeff Jarrett left WCW to return to the WWE around this time, and Deborah announces the mystery man is Alex Wright. That's one that could do. Love to do. He used to dance and stuff. And this was a decent match. Interference by Goldberg, which Alex Wright took advantage of. Alex Wright pinned Steve Mongo McMichaels for 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, Deborah gives Bill Goldberg Mongo's Super Bowl win from 1985, and then Alex Wright wants to be friends with Goldberg, but Goldberg spears Alex Wright and gives him the jackhammer. The next match was a non-title match for the non-title match. It was Disco Inferno, who was the WCW television title. His title was not up on the line, facing off against Jacqueline, and this was a man versus woman match. It was an okay match. Jacqueline won in about 10 minutes with a roll-up. Originally, early in the year, the Disco Inferno was going to lose to Jacqueline on a WCW pay-per-view, but he left the WCW briefly to wrestle Independence, but he came back to WCW and he agreed to drop the match to Jacqueline. He probably got a lot of money for doing this. The next match was for the United States Championship. It was Ric Flair, the challenger, the Nature Boy, woo, facing off against Kurt Hennig, who was currently the WCW United States Champion at the time. He mocked Ric Flair by dressing him, wearing his robe and stuff. It also, Kurt Hennig turned on Ric Flair at Fall Brawl and joining the NWO. This was a very grudge match. Kurt Hennig won in about 13 minutes by disqualification when Ric Flair beats Kurt Hennig up, puts the belt on him, the U.S. belt, and he shoves the referee, causing disqualification. Kurt Hennig retains the U.S. Championship, and then the NWO come out and try to help Ric Flair, but Flair beats him up as well. The next match was Scott Hall facing off against Lex Luger, and there was a special guest referee. It was the living legend, Larry Zbyszko, and Zbyszko was going to call it right down the middle, and he did that. Luger and Scott Hall were having a great match. Actually, Scott Hall won the match around 11 minutes because 6 interfered, and he gave the outside edge to Lex Luger. Zbyszko reluctantly pinned 1, 2, 3, but he questioned how Scott Hall won the match. He saw it on replay that 6 interfered, and he restarted the match, and Luger took advantage of that. But at the ending, 6 interfered and caused the automatic disqualification. Luger wins the match by disqualification. The NWO comes in and attacks Lex Luger, but Larry Zbyszko fights them off, and Larry Zbyszko gets beaten up, and then Eric Bischoff comes in and he attacks Larry Zbyszko, and then Scott Hall makes a fake 1, 2, 3 count while Eric Bischoff has his foot on Larry Zbyszko. This was building up to a match between Zbyszko and Bischoff at Starrcade 1997. The next match was a Texas Death Match. It was Randy Macho Man Savage, ooh yeah, dig it, with Miss Elizabeth facing off against Diamond Dallas Page. Feel the pain! And this was a very, very classic death match. This was to blow off the long-running feud and stuff like that. Lots of pinfalls, a Texas Death Match. You get pinned, but you have 10 seconds to get up. And if you get up, the match continues. It's like a last man standing match now that they've used the WWE. It was so competitive until about like a big wrestler dressed as Sting attacks Diamond Dallas Page. Savage just knocks him out. 1, 2, 3. DDP cannot get up the count of 10. So Randy Macho Man Savage wins this Texas death match. And then in the main event, the WCW title was not on the line for this one. It was Hollywood Hulk Hogan, the reigning WCW World Champion, facing off against Rowdy Piper in a steel cage match. And this was a train wreck, I'm telling you, and stuff like that. A train wreck. Interference by so many Steens. You wouldn't believe how many Steens were there. So they interfered like crazy. And the ending had Macho Man Randy Savage try to help Hulk Hogan to knock out Piper, but he accidentally hits Hogan, and Rowdy Piper puts Hulk Hogan in sleep hold and puts him to sleep. Submission match. Why wasn't this for the WCW World title? I don't know for sure. Piper should have won this match, got a reign as WCW World Champion, but he could have dropped it to Hogan on Monday Nitro a couple of weeks later because WCW was running the ratings war against WWE Monday Night Raw at this time. So it should have happened, but Hogan had his big ego and he did not want anybody to beat him for the WCW World title until Starrcade 1997 when Sting and stuff. And that was it on this pay-per-view. What do I give this pay-per-view? I give it like a C- and stuff. The main event was a train wreck and stuff, and so much stuff with the NWO. The first 3 matches were pretty solid and stuff. It was for the Japanese wrestlers and the cruiserweights. They were great for WCW and stuff, but they got overshadowed by the NWO and stuff, and they should have had more time to shine. Tomorrow I'm going to review WCW Halloween Havoc 1998 from Las Vegas, Nevada, MGM Grand. It's one of the matches on it. It's Hulk Hogan against the Warrior. I'll talk about that train wreck. Be back later with 2 more video blogs. One about Chris's Ice Cream / DJ Place and Ice Cream, former ice cream shop in Billerica. And the third and final video blog of the night about the classic TV series The Munsters. Like I always say, keep calm. And I'm a Julie Bretton guy. Julie Bretton rocks and has the nicest legs in the world next to Heidi Pratt. Molly Rosenblatt, so stunning. Elizabeth Hutt's a cute blonde. And in the words of Tony Schiavone, former WCW announcer, this is the greatest night in the history of our sport. See you later, Facebook, YouTube, and